It's 3 a.m. You're staring at the ceiling, phone glowing beside you, counting the minutes you've been awake. Tomorrow, you'll feel drained. Tonight, you'll call it insomnia. But what if this isn't broken sleep at all? What if your body is simply remembering something modern life made you forget? For most of human history, waking in the middle of the night wasn't a malfunction. It was the plan. 400 years ago, before electric light, before glowing screens, people across Europe didn't sleep in one long block. They slept in two. Historian Roger Kirch uncovered hundreds of references in diaries, court records, and medical texts to first sleep and second sleep. Nobody explained the terms. They didn't need to. Everyone knew. People went to bed after dark, slept 3 or 4 hours, then woke calmly, not in panic, not checking the time, just awake. They prayed, tended fires, whispered to spouses, even visited neighbors. After an hour or two, they drifted back into second sleep until morning. Doctors even advised conception after first sleep, claiming the mind was clearest in that midnight window. This wasn't rare. It was simply Tuesday night, Wednesday night, every night. So what happened? Artificial light happened. Gas lamps, then electric bulbs, stretched evenings later and later. The two sleeps compressed into one. Then factories demanded fixed schedules. Sleep became something to optimize, not drift through. The 8-hour block wasn't discovered by science, it was assigned by industry. And science spent the next century treating it as the biological gold standard. But here's the twist. Scientists recreated segmented sleep in the 1990s. Psychiatrist Thomas Wehr placed volunteers in 14 hours of darkness nightly, mimicking pre-industrial conditions. At first, they slept long, catching up on debt. But soon their sleep reshaped itself. They dozed for a few hours, woke for 1 or 2 in a calm, prolactin-rich state, the same hormone linked to post-meal relaxation, then fell back asleep until morning. No one told them about first and second sleep. Their bodies simply rediscovered it. This rhythm isn't just European. Anthropologists studying hunter-gatherer groups in Tanzania, Namibia, and Bolivia found similarly flexible sleep. People dozed, woke, tended fires, talked quietly, then slept again. UCLA researcher Jerome Siegel's 2015 study showed these communities didn't sleep more than industrialized societies, often less than 7 hours. But their darkness was real. No streetlights, no glowing screens. Waking at night wasn't a problem. It was normal. Why does light matter so much? Because your body's clock isn't your alarm. It's the suprachiasmatic nucleus, 20,000 neurons above your optic nerves, reading light and adjusting biology. Harvard's Charles Czeisler proved even brief late-night light exposure can shift circadian rhythm by hours. Your brain doesn't distinguish sunset from smartphone. It just sees light, and light says, stay awake. For most of history, the sun was the only signal. Firelight flickered but didn't blast the retina. Darkness was deep, long, layered. Now, lamps, screens, streetlights compress that descent into a single abrupt drop, followed by one unbroken stretch you're expected to power through until the alarm cuts it short. No wonder so many wake at 3 a.m. feeling broken. Something is different. But it's not your biology. It's your environment. Chronic circadian disruption from years of late-night light has been linked to changes in metabolism, mood, and immune function. Your body isn't stubborn. It's responding exactly as evolution designed. The mismatch isn't inside you. It's outside. So maybe the panic at 3 a.m. is learned, not biological. 400 years ago, waking carried no dread. No glowing numbers counting down lost rest. It carried prayer, conversation, stillness. Your ancestors weren't fighting their bodies. They worked with the rhythm they were given. No phone convincing their brain it was still daytime. No anxiety about wasted sleep. The waking itself wasn't the enemy. The fear of waking was. And maybe that's the lesson. The next time you wake at 3 a.m., don't force yourself back through sheer willpower. Try what your ancestors knew instinctively. Lie still. Let your mind wander. Trust that your body knows what it's doing, even in the dark, even when the clock insists otherwise. Because beneath every glowing screen, your body is still keeping time the way it has for hundreds of thousands of years. It hasn't forgotten the rhythm. It's waiting for the world to go dark enough to use it again. It's 3 a.m. You're awake. And for the first time, that's not a problem. It's a memory your body never lost.